Konnichiwa, I'm Ryo Sensei and welcome to Green-lite Dojo. Today, I want to talk to you about the thing that makes you special. But before we do that, Maestro, do your thing. Before we get started, if you are new to this channel or haven't subscribed to it as yet, please do so now, as well as watch this video to the end. It really helps this channel with the YouTube algorithm. And don't forget to thumbs up this video. I'd also like to mention that Green-lite Dojo now has merch. You can click the link in the description to visit Green-lite Dojo online store over at teespring.com and get yourself some cool Green-lite Dojo merch. With that said, let's jump into the video and answer the much anticipated question, what makes you special? And the answer to that question is simple, your gifts. You were created to be successful in an area of gifting. You weren't created to be a slave on a job or living paycheck to paycheck. How do I know this, you may ask? That answer is also simple. The Bible told me so in the book of Genesis. In the book of Genesis, when the Father of all creation told Adam and Eve to be fruitful and multiply, he was not only telling them to procreate, but he was also telling them to use their gifts into the world and to live up to their full potential. This command proves that every human being is loaded with gifts and talent. The Father's instruction is not merely a guideline, but an expectancy of us all. An expectancy based on the gifts the Father has placed in each of us. Our gifts and talents are like our fingerprints. They serve as our unique identifier or as our creation tag. For example, when you look at me, you see my physical outer appearance, but what you don't see is the real me, which my creation tag or identifier labels me a writer and motivator. Now connect my gifts with the command, be fruitful and multiply. This means in the area of writing and motivating, I will be successful. This subsequently equates to me living a happier and more fulfilled life. This point now brings us to the opposite side of the spectrum, where most people are not living according to their gifts and talents, and find themselves working 8 hours a day, 5 to 6 days a week on a job that they will eventually grow to dislike, living a miserable and unfulfilled life. Don't get me wrong, having a job is good, especially for the purpose of learning, networking, paying those monthly bills, as well as providing for yourself and your family. But the fact still remains, you were not meant to spend your entire life on a job. Employment is meant to prepare you for deployment. Most people have either heard or have used these two statements, which are both part of the same proverb, which speaks to the greatness of the gifts that you possess. This revelation brings us to an important two-part question. What is keeping you and many others around the world from releasing your greatness into the world and experiencing the life that you were meant to live of abundance through your gifts and talents? Fortunately and unfortunately, I have discovered a few reasons why many people don't utilize their gifts that are set to prosper them greatly, and have compiled a list of these reasons. Number 1, laziness. Most people want success and the best out of life, but they are unwilling to put in the work that attributes the results that they are looking for. You have to make a deposit in order to make a withdrawal. Number 2, lack of discipline and will. Some people have the desire to achieve greatness, but they are undisciplined and don't have the will to sacrifice time, friends, pleasure, or go back to school to develop their gift. You have to be willing to sacrifice some things in order to achieve greater. Number 3, fear. Fear is the main reason why most people have yet to do anything bold and new with their lives, because they are afraid that the thing that they want to do won't work, or they are afraid of other people's thoughts and opinions. You will not live the life you desire if you don't first step out from the shadow of fear. Number 4, education. Education is on this list for 2 reasons. The first is linked to the fact that education doesn't guarantee success. However, education will open doors for you, and that is a fact. The issue with being educated is if you're educated in the wrong path or career for your life. You can be educated in a career that promises a lavish lifestyle and still wake up every day miserable because you realize you didn't follow your heart or your passion. If this sounds a bit unrealistic to you, I want you to think about somebody you know or someone you've heard about who was said to be educated and was doing well for themselves, then one day just up and commit suicide. Or someone who was educated but has a serious drug abuse problem. And let's not forget those who are slaves to their jobs and don't even have time to enjoy the life they built thanks to their lucrative careers. Number 2, why education is on this list, and that's for the simple fact that education is also needed to refine your gift. Raw talent and gifts are a blessing from God the Father, but we are also charged with mastering our craft. Education in the right area will help you to utilize your gifts effectively in the world. Number 5, money. People tend to chase careers or want to start a business that appears or promises great prosperity. But the problem comes when reality sets in and more is required to maintain that job or business. And worse yet for business owners without the passion for the business they started. Failure is inevitable when hardships come because their hearts wasn't truly into it. Number 6, doubt. It is imperative for you to learn who you are as an individual. When you know who you are, you will find your purpose in life and you will never doubt yourself, your abilities, or listen to other people's opinion about you. Number 7, your mindset. This is the biggest reason why most people are in the place they are in today. The mind is a battlefield, and you have the power to overcome any obstacle you choose. If you feed your mind negativity and excuses why you can't do something, then you won't do anything. But if you do the opposite and believe you can achieve anything, you will move mountains. For example, man wasn't designed to fly like the birds of the air. But thanks to the belief system of the Wright brothers, man can now soar above the birds. Number 8, giving up. Some people have no stickability and will give up at the first sign of trouble. You should never give up because of a little trouble. Trouble is an indicator that you are on the right path to becoming successful. If you fail at your first attempt, dust yourself off and try again. Every failure or misstep that you encounter and learn from repositions you in the right direction like a compass pointing north for success. And number 9, parenting. Parents have the ability to shape and mold their children in any direction they choose, for the most part. Parents should guide their children, not choose their paths for them based on their shortcomings or what they believe to be a financially stable career. Parents should not tell their children who to be or to act like. This type of parenting will destroy your child's future. If there are any other reasons why people don't use their gifts that you think should be a part of this list, please feel free to share them in the comments below. Our gifts and talents makes us special and unique from other human beings. That means only you were created to do the one thing that is connected to you living a fruitful life. Your gift is so special that it will protect you from competition, so you don't have to worry about anybody else doing or appearing to do the same thing that you are doing. If there's room for Coca-Cola, Pepsi, Ritz, and other soft drink beverages selling the same type of soda, then there's room for you, Curtis Jackson, Will Smith, LeBron James, Jennifer Hudson, and Carrie Underwood. Well, that's it for this video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you desire more content from yours truly, Ryo Sensei, please select another video to watch and or visit greenlitedojo.com. Until next video, sayonara, Ryo Sensei, out.